Can I be legally separated from my spouse while still living with them? Hi, I'm Alicia Kinchel, the attorney and founder behind Kinchel Law, a family law and estate planning practice based out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. At times when people decide to get divorced, they realize that they can't afford to move out of the marital residence or they choose not to because they don't want to. In those situations, you have to be very careful. The data separation is extremely important because it can determine how long it's going to take for you to get through the divorce proceeding. It can also or will also have a factor in determining which things are included in the marital estate. So where you have one person arguing a date much earlier and one arguing a date much later, it's going to become a problem. And living together, again, just muddies those waters. So the Pennsylvania statute, section 3103, defines living separate and apart or being separate and apart as the cessation of cohabitation, whether living in the same residence or not. So clearly, you can still be in the same residence and be living separate and apart. The statute further provides that where there has been filing and service of a divorce complaint, that date can serve as a clear date of separation. And that's because you have communicated and manifested a desire to dissolve the marriage to the other person. Now, when it comes to living together, some things can look like the date of separation is much later or that there has been reconciliation. Some of those things include going on dates, engaging in sexual activity with the other person, holding yourselves out as married to other people, going on vacation together, and also filing joint tax returns. So the courts will look at those things and how you've done those things in the past as well to determine whether or not there has actually been separation. And again, when you have a situation where you're filing for divorce under 3301D of the Divorce Code, which requires you to be separate, living separate and apart for at least 1 year, that date of separation is extremely important. You don't want to lose time on that date, on that year, because you've engaged in certain activity that can look to the court like you really haven't separated. And again, when we talk about distribution of your assets, that date is also important. So make sure you speak with an attorney licensed in your jurisdiction about the facts specific to your case. So that way you'll know how to dodge the pitfalls when you have to live together or choose to live together during your separation. Make sure you hit subscribe to this channel to get other tips like this. Remember, these are not advice, but are for informational purposes only. And until next time, take care.